Hey lady bosses, welcome back to my channel. It is me, McKenzie, and I am super excited to talk to you guys about what I'm gonna talk to you guys about. Today I'm going to be showing you guys exactly how I break down my big dreams, plans for 2021, and how I'm going to accomplish them. This is pretty much the goal setting method that I use to break down and plan out my goals in order to accomplish them. So I'm really excited to bring this for you guys. I have some infographics that I'm going to be inserting at the end of the video, like a flow chart, so you can see exactly how I break it down, but we are just going to jump right into it. I'm gonna give you my little steps. Let's get started. All right, you guys, so step one. Step one, I want you to start with your goal. Duh, obviously, right? I want you to have your goal in mind, your big dream, your idea, your project, your main end goal. I want you to have that in mind, and that's literally step one. Your end goal in mind, and I want you to write that down either on a piece of paper, or if you work on your iPad like me, like in the middle or at the top, it's really up to you. But I want you to have your end goal in mind, okay? End goal in mind, first step. And let me just add something onto that too. Don't just have it in mind. Yes, have it in mind, but the point here is that I need you to write it down. You need to write it down. Having it physically written out, like in front of you, something you can hold and you can touch, it's like manifesting it. It's like you're putting it out there in the world. So don't only have it in mind, also write it out and write it down. I'm also going to work through an example with you guys so that way you can kind of get an idea of it instead of me just explaining it. So for step one, for our main goal in mind, we're gonna have our main big goal be website creation, okay? So that's our big project goal is website creation. All right, you guys, the second step is we are going to take that big goal and we are going to break it down into the main components, the main things that it will take to get to the main goal. Does that make sense? So we're taking your big goal up here, right? And we are breaking it down into the main components of what it takes to create that goal. Yes? We're gonna write those down. So draw little like branches, right? Draw little branches off. Or if you have it in the middle, draw little branches off, right? Get it? All right, so for our example of website creation, our second step is going to be to find the main components of what it's going to take to create your website. So one of your branches may be what web host are you going to be using to build your website, what the design is going to look like, what is your website going to look like, and the third is going to be what are you going to put on your website, right? Simple enough. All right, so step three is we're going to break down those last ones that you broke down even further. So in the example that we're using for website creation, right, I'm gonna go down the design path, right? So we have website creation, the design, and I'm gonna break down the design into more branches, okay? So options for design would be what colors are you gonna use? What fonts will you use? And what pictures are you gonna need? Make sense? All right, step four. So you guessed it, we're gonna break down even more. So we started at website creation, then I jumped into design, then under design it was colors, fonts, and pictures, and now I'm gonna break down pictures even more, okay? You're gonna do it for all of them, but just for the example, I'm gonna break down pictures even more, right? So some of your categories for pictures are going to be what pictures do you need? What is the mood of the photos that you want? How do you want it to look? Are you gonna take the pictures yourself or are you gonna hire out? Side note, you guys, I'm having, sorry, it's like I'm like looking up, right? I'm like, I don't know why I just can't like stare directly into the camera, why I'm having issues. It's funny because the camera that I had before this, right, it was still a Sony camera. It didn't have the flipping up camera so I could see myself, and that was like what I wanted the most. But now that I have it, I keep looking at myself instead of looking into the camera, and it's like, it's just really funny. Just really funny. I'll get better at it. I will. I'll get better at it. All right, and you guessed it. Literally, we're gonna keep breaking down. So the idea is that we're taking your one giant goal, right? The big, huge goal where it's like, wow, it's like a big goal. And we're breaking it down until we get down to smaller, bite-sized, more manageable, easier and more manageable tasks that can be done daily. Now, if you haven't already caught on to where I'm getting at with the breaking down of the goals, we're pretty much taking your one big goal and we're breaking it down into monthly, weekly, and daily tasks, right? Because you have this one huge giant goal that may seem impossible in the beginning, right? But after we break it down, you're gonna give yourself daily tasks that you can do to get yourself to the goal and to the dream. Yeah? So what I'm gonna be showing you guys next is pretty much a flow chart of exactly how I break down my goals and what it looks like written out on paper. Again, the action of writing it out or having it written down, or even if you create like the flow chart graphic like I did on Canva, the point is to have it out of your mind and physically in front of you so you can see it. There's just something to be said about putting it out there in the world, right? Just like manifesting it, physically seeing it, instead of it getting all jumbled in your head. Because I'm definitely the type of person, if I don't write it down, I'm gonna forget. So if I ever try to like plan something in my mind, like an entire project or anything, it's not gonna get done right. So I'm gonna show you guys exactly what it looks like when I have it all written down. Okay, you guys, so here you can see we have the project planning flowchart, okay? I'm gonna be like looking to the side because I'm looking at my computer as I'm describing this to you guys. But you can see up here at the top, we have our main huge goal, right? Create a website, okay? And then you'll notice our first little section here, I have it color coded too, so you can see the different steps, okay? So step 1 is the green right at the top, create website. Step 2 is breaking it down into the first main components of what it's going to take, right? So that's in the dark blue. We have web host, design, and what will be on your website. Step 3, we have like the taupey beige color, right? And we are taking those blue key things that it's going to take to create your website, and we're breaking it down even more. So the example I used was under design. So if you take a look at design, you're going to see colors, fonts, and pictures, right? And then step 4 was breaking that down even further, right? So that brings us to under colors, we have pick the colors, right? Under fonts, you're gonna wanna pick your primary font and your secondary font. And under pictures, it's topics like, am I going to take them myself or am I gonna hire someone? What is the mood board gonna look like for the vibe of the shoot? I don't have that written down, but I did talk about it in the example earlier. So pretty much, you guys, this is what the flow chart looks like when I'm planning out any project. This is the exact method I use every single time. Now, when you're looking at this, right, you can kind of see, this is kind of how I categorize it. And this all depends also too on how fast you work and how you use your time, right? Because some people may not just have all the free time in the world with quarantine. Other people have like other jobs that they do too. So, but ideally, usually my blue category is gonna be like my monthly goal. Unless I have a super light month and I can get 2 blue topics within 1 month. But usually the blue will be my monthly goal, the beige are gonna be the weekly goals, and then the orange are gonna be the daily goals. You see how that works out? So now the final thing that you guys do with your flow chart, right? Remember how I said monthly, right? Monthly, weekly, and daily goals. Literally just take all of what you just wrote down and transfer it right into your planner. Now you seriously have a step-by-step, like easy daily, weekly, and monthly plan to get you to your end goal. And now it's literally we took this huge giant project that you thought was just like, wow, like it's gonna take so much, and we were able to break it down so easily that you now have easy, manageable daily tasks, I have a lisp, tasks that you can complete every day to get yourself toward that goal. So nice, right? So nice. And it's funny because sometimes, you know, things as simple as this, some people are like, McKenzie, duh, obviously, but do you actually do it? Do you actually do it, right? So what I want you guys to take away from this is really like all your goals and your plans and your dreams for 21, they are all within reach, okay? But you need to plan, okay? Plan. Planning, it's the best, planning. So yes, you guys, I hope that you use this method. You guys can rewind the video and watch it again. Let me know if you guys have any questions. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this short little video tutorial on how to break down your giant goals into smaller, easier, bite-sized tasks. Please drop a comment if you guys have any questions. Don't forget to like this video. Thumbs up this video. What do you say on YouTube? Thumbs up this video. Comment. I already said that. And subscribe. I will get used to this, you guys. Fail. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Hey, lady bosses. I hope you guys are having a good evening. I'm filming myself recording my story. I am working on some new YouTube content. I have a new video coming out for you guys tomorrow. It's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good one. It's going to help you with 2021. Yeah, so stay tuned. Tomorrow I'm dropping a new video.